Region 3 Class 5A contest between the visiting Braves of South Jones High School and your host Bobcats of Sumrall High School. Your starting lineups. First for the Braves. Batting first, your third baseman number 27, Maddox Strickland. Batting second, right fielder number 19, Edward Johnson. Batting third, left fielder number 13, Mylan Bites. Batting fourth, second baseman number 5, Ian Butler. Batting fifth, shortstop number 4, Braxton Jensen. Batting sixth, first baseman number 25, Jackson Baines. Batting seventh, designated hitter number 7, Gage Butler. He's batting for the pitcher number 6, Walker Johnson. Batting eighth, catcher number 24, Aiden Driscoll. Batting ninth, center fielder number 12, Peyton Shout. Starting lineup for the Sumrall Bobcats. Leading off, shortstop number 8, Drew Davis. Batting second, the catcher number 3, Jace Schultz. Batting third, your first baseman number 36, Braylon Graham. Batting fourth, your center fielder number 22, Braylon Harrison. Batting fifth, second baseman number 15, Eli Hicks. Batting sixth, your designated hitter number 17, Corey Paul Bond. Batting seventh, third baseman number 24, Tucker Barrett. Batting eighth, left fielder number 16, Parker Hawkins. Batting ninth, your right fielder number 1, Carson Speed. And all around doing the pitching, number 5, Cooper McCoy. At this time, we ask that you would stand if you're able, remove all caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to Larry Knight Field here on a beautiful Friday night as your Sumrall Bobcats are set to face the Braves of South Jones for the district championship here tonight. Sumrall's first year in 5A, and they are competing in the district championships. They stay undefeated in the district after a win at South Jones just a few nights ago, a 3-1 win that was highlighted by a 7-inning performance from Drew Davis. But it'll be a whole different story tonight. The battle of undefeateds on the mound. You've got Cooper McCoy on the mound for the Bobcats. He comes into the game with a 6-0 record, 1.19 ERA. He's thrown 35 innings, 41 strikeouts, and 17 walks. So Cooper McCoy looking to stay undefeated, but he'll have a test with this South Jones lineup. They were only able to score 1 run the other night off Drew Davis, and it was unearned. But they hit the ball well, and so we are set for a good one as Cooper McCoy toes the rubber, and he'll face Maddox Strickland, the third baseman for South Jones. Maddox Strickland comes into the game hitting .353, 9 doubles, and he's got a triple on the season. And the first pitch of the ball game. This one's going to be chopped to the shortstop, Davis. He's going to make it look easy. Throws it to first for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for McCoy. Just how he drew it up. And that's the first out of the ball game. Now Beckett Johnson heads to the plate, and he's hitting .404. 4 doubles and 2 home runs on the season. He also had a base knock the other night. A very talented freshman for the South Jones team. Hitting out of the 2-hole. He'll be a player to keep your eye on in the near future. 1 ball, no strike to Johnson. And this fastball is going to get on the hands of him, and it's a ground ball to Eli Hicks, and he tosses it over for out number 2. So a 4-3 put out, and Cooper McCoy toes the rubber with 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Mylan Dykes, comes to the plate. He's hitting .364 with a double and a triple on the season, so only 2 extra base hits for Mylan Dykes. And this one's popped up, and it's in play. Braylon Graham makes a heck of a grab over by the out-of-play wall down the right field line. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Cooper McCoy. Just how the Bobcats drew it up. So we'll be back in the bottom half of the inning. This is Zane Berry, and you are watching Bobcat Baseball. So we are back live here in the bottom of the first inning. Drew Davis, Jay Schultz, and Braylon Graham all due up for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the first. And they'll face Walker Johnson, who's on the mound for South Jones. I have no idea what just happened there. It looks like it hit Davis. He stays in the box, and he hammers this one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker Johnson comes into the game with a 7-0 record, a 0.88 ERA in 32 innings, 52 strikeouts, and 13 walks. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and he's got Davis down 1-2. Davis gets back in the box, resets. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here to the leadoff hitter. And this one's hit out in the left field. That's going to be a single. And Davis Getting things started early for the Bobcats. Now Jay Schultz. Jay Schultz had himself a night. He was 3 for 4 the other night against South Jones, looking to carry it over to tonight. He comes into the game hitting .464, 7 doubles, and 1 home run. Schultz calls time and resets. Johnson comes set, looks at Davis. First pitch he throws, called for strike one. 81-mile-an-hour fastball. Two-seam, had a good bit of run on it. No balls, 1 strike. And that one misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schultz. Pick off to first, not in time to get Davis. See, comes back in standing. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one gets away from the catcher, and Davis is going to be able to reach second. Two balls, 1 strike to Schultz, and the Bobcats have a runner in scoring position here with no outs. Looking to score early. Big swing there from Schultz. It's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Davis stands at second. Schultz a 2-2 count. Braylon Graham stands on deck for the Bobcats. The 2-2 pitch, 84 miles an hour. It's going to miss low, and the count's going to go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Schultz. Schultz battling with 2, fouls that one back, and the count stays at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Schultz. The 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball, gets a check swing, but he's going to be able to reach first. And they call him out. Looks like he beat it. The umpire at first says he does not, so that's a strikeout for Schultz. But Davis is able to reach third on the wild pitch. So 1 out, and the Bobcats have a runner at third base for Braylon Graham. Johnson working out of the windup now. Braylon Graham hitting .364. Big swing and a miss there from Graham. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch, misses low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to Graham. Good block there, back there by the catcher as Davis stands at third base. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Another ball in the dirt. Back foot slider there from Johnson. Doesn't get the swing from Graham. 2-1 pitch. Hits the shortstop. Shortstop makes an incredible play for out number 2. That one kind of got on the hands of Graham, but he muscles it out for a pretty hard hit line drive. Shortstop makes the dive and grab, and that's going to keep Davis at third. Breaking ball called strike on Harrison. Braylon Harrison has really started seeing the ball well, hitting .419, 6 doubles. He turns on this one, and it's going to go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. That one misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch to Harrison. Swing and a miss. And the Bobcats are held to no runs after a leadoff single. So we head to the top of the second inning. Bobcats and South Jones tied all at 0. So we are back live here in the top of the second inning. Ian Butler, Braxton Jensen, and Jackson Baines all due up for the South Jones Braves here in the top of the second. First pitch Butler sees, breaking ball. That one misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. So a quick inning in the top of the first for Cooper McCoy. He'd love to replicate that. And this one's hit sharply into left. And Parker Hawkins makes a phenomenal grab for out number 1. Line drive going over the head of the left fielder, Parker Hawkins. And he jumps up and robs Ian Butler of extra bases. So now Braxton Jensen comes to the plate, the shortstop. He had a phenomenal grab in the bottom half of the first. He fouls that one back. No balls, 1 strike. Cooper McCoy gets the sign. Breaking ball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jensen. Breaking ball. Fouled into the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch from McCoy. That one misses in. If Schultz wasn't set up outside, that may have been strike 3. And instead, the count counts 2-2. That one misses low, so Jensen's worked a full count here against McCoy. Three balls, 2 strikes. A 3-2 pitch. And that one's a called strike 3. McCoy gets his first strikeout of the night. And that's the second out of the inning. Jackson Baines will roll to the plate. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. This one's hit back sharply to McCoy. McCoy's going to grab it, and he sails the first baseman. Graham able to grab it, but no throw from Graham. So an error on the pitcher. Jackson Bain reaches second safely. Now Gage Butler comes to the plate. Gage Butler hitting .286. He's got 3 doubles on the season. South Jones has a runner in scoring position. They have a runner at second here with 2 outs. Fastball misses in. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like there was something in Gage Butler's eye. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Here to Gage Butler. McCoy gets the sign. Breaking ball. Called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses away. Bring the count to 2-1. McCoy after a clean first inning. Still on a few more balls here in the second. Inside move. Doesn't get him. 2 balls, 1 strike. McCoy comes set. 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Gage Butler. Bobcats have 2 outs. Time and pick. Not in time. McCoy comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball called strike. Now to bring the count to 3-2. So a full count. Butler thought he got walked. That one catches the plate. And we'll keep him there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Schultz. Schultz grabs it and throws it to first. Good footwork by Braylon Graham. And that'll end things here in the top of the second inning. Sumrall and South Jones all square at 0 through 1.5. We will be back after the break. Eli Hicks, Corey Paul Bond, and Tucker Barrett all due up in the bottom of the second inning for the Bobcats. And the first pitch Eli Hicks sees is driven into left field. It gets over the center fielder's head, and it bounces over the wall. And that is a ground rule double for Eli Hicks. The first pitch he sees, fastball, and he gives it a ride. And that's back-to-back innings. The Bobcats have had leadoff base runners. This one stands at second with no outs. So Corey Paul Bond steps to the plate. Runner on second, no outs. He squares the bunt. He pulls back. It gets away from the catcher. And Eli Hicks reaches third without having to lay it down. So a runner on third now with no outs. The Bobcats in prime scoring position here in the second inning. First pitch, or second pitch, Corey Bond sees, drives it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bond. One ball, 1 strike, a runner at third for the Bobcats. 1-1 pitch, misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball falls in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Corey Paul Bond tries to get the Bobcats on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the second inning. That one misses way out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch. Let's hit back to the pitcher. Eli Hicks unable to score. The Bobcats will leave a runner on third with 2 out, or 1 out. Now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. Barrett hitting .295, 2 doubles, and he's got 3 long balls on the season so far. Breaking ball. This is low and in. Good block there from the catcher. So Eli Hicks still at third. Got to have an approach here for Barrett. And this one's popped up into center field. Eli Hicks is going to try to tag, and he does. And he beats it, so a sac fly for Tucker Barrett. And that's the approach we were looking for. Tucker Barrett puts one into the atmosphere. The center fielder makes a good throw, just not in time to get Eli Hicks. So the Bobcats, a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. And now Parker Hawkins comes to the plate. A primary lefty, but hitting righty. And he hammers this one into left. That's a single for Parker Hawkins. So a 2-out base runner. Now Carson Speed comes to the plate. Top of the lineup on deck, and Drew Davis. So Hawkins stands at first. Carson Speed trying to keep the inning going. He hits this one down the third baseline. Third baseman's going to grab it. He's got a long throw, but he gets Carson Speed at first for out number 3. So the Bobcats are able to score 1, and they take a 1-0 lead through 2 innings. So we head to the top of the third. Cooper McCoy will take the mound. This is Zane Berry, and you are listening to Bobcat Baseball. So we are back live here in the top of the third inning. Aiden Driscoll, Peyton Showers, and Maddox Strickland all due up for the Braves. First pitch, hit to Barrett. Barrett scoops it, throws a strike to first for out number one. So one pitch, one out. And the 9-hole hitter, Peyton Showers, comes to the plate. So one out here in the top of the third. This one's hit to the third baseman. He backhands it, slings it to first. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and 2 plays for Tucker Barrett. Now Maddox Strickland comes to the plate. You got to imagine he'll be taken here after 2 pitches. So Cooper McCoy is getting stalled here by South Jones, trying to get him off rhythm. The Bobcats will face Seminary Tuesday night at Seminary. First pitch from McCoy. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Leadoff man, he takes that one inside. 2 balls, no strikes. This one's hit sharply into center field. It'll get down for a single, so a 2-out base knock for Mason Strickland. Maddox Strickland. Now Beckett Johnson comes to the plate. Beckett Johnson grounded out to the second baseman, his first plate appearance. Johnson can be a real threat. Breaking ball, that one misses away. One ball, no strikes to Johnson. Strickland stands at first. I would almost think they're going to run him at some point during this at-bat. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Three balls, no strikes to Johnson. He may have the green light. Came into the game hitting .404. Here comes the pitching coach for Sumrall, so we'll be back after the break. So Mylan Dykes comes to the plate after a 4-pitch walk to Beckett Johnson. Mylan Dykes flew out in foul territory his first at-bat. He's got a big opportunity to tie the ball game here with 2 outs. First pitch, breaking ball fouled away. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second for South Jones. The 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Doesn't get him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mylan Dykes had a good night the other night. He was 2 for 3 against Drew Davis. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. The count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strickland stands at second, Johnson at first. Breaking ball. That one fouled away. Count stays at 1-2. Here to Mylan Dykes. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. First base was occupied, so that will get them out of the inning. Bobcats throw up another 0. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bobcats lead 1-0 when we come back. So Drew Davis, Jay Schultz, and Braylon Graham all due up for the Bobcats. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Davis 1 for 1 on the night, has a single. He watches that one in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Drew Davis. Davis came into the game hitting .517. He watches that breaking ball in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Drew Davis. Another one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Davis. 3 pitches, 3 breaking balls to the leadoff hitter. Fastball. That one fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis just poked at that one. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. That'll bring the count to 2-2. Davis, an Alabama commit. So committed to go to Tuscaloosa after he graduates. Breaking ball fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davis having a good at-bat to lead things off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses. And Davis has worked this thing full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he hammers this one into left. It's going to be extra bases. Davis rounding first. And he strolls into second standing up. And that is back-to-back-to-back innings. The Bobcats have led off with a base hit. So Davis stands at second with no outs. And now Jay Schultz comes to the plate. Schultz 0 for 1 tonight. He's got one of the 2 strikeouts from Johnson. That one gets away from the catcher. And the Bobcats have a runner at third. Now with no outs. This is back-to-back innings. This has happened. The leadoff hitter hits a double. And then the next pitch gets away from the catcher. And the runner makes it to third safely. That one misses in. 2 balls, no strikes to Schultz. That one misses in. 3 balls, no strikes. That one barely catches the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jay Schultz. Schultz would love to see another fastball. He gets it, but it misses in. The Bobcats have back-to-back base runners with no outs. Runners at first and third. And here comes the coach for South Jones to talk to Walker Johnson. So we'll be back after the break. So Wade Marsh checks in to run for the catcher, Jay Schultz. Now the 3-hole hitter, Braylon Graham, comes to the plate with runners at first and third and no outs. And this one's going to be hit to the third baseman. Third baseman grabs it, doesn't throw it to second. So the Bobcats tack on another run on the fielder's choice. And they have 1 run, or 1 out, and a runner on second for Braylon Harrison. Harrison 0 for 1 tonight. He's got a strikeout. Wade Moore stands at second. Fastball misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. A 2-0 lead for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss there from Harrison. He chases that one up. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Walker Johnson having trouble with command. That one catches the inside part of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Braylon Harrison. Johnson looks at Marsh. And this one's driven up the middle. Marsh rounds third. Center fielder grabs it, throws it in, but no throw. And Braylon Harrison gets an RBI single. And the Bobcats take a 3-0 lead here in the 3rd inning. And now Eli Hicks comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a ground rule double. Pick off to first, not in time. Breaking ball misses. 1 ball, no strikes to Eli Hicks. Corey Paul Bond stands on deck for the Bobcats. Pick off, not in time. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. And Harrison decides to go. And he gets there safely. So a stolen base for Braylon Harrison. And the Bobcats now have another runner in scoring position. A 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hicks takes the fastball up and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Now to Eli Hicks. After 3 straight balls, Johnson finds the zone. Count goes to 3-1. Big swing and a miss there from Hicks. And the count goes to 3-2. So a full count. Johnson has worked himself back into this. And this one's hit up the middle. Shortstop unable to make the play. And that's another single for Eli Hicks. Bobcats have runners on the corner for Corey Paul Bond.
Now back to the Bobcats. Designated hitter, Corey Paul Bond.
Harrison stands at third. Eli Hicks at first. Corey Paul Bond, the hitter. Pickoff not in time. No balls, no strikes, 1 out. And this one's driven into left center. Center fielder dives for it, and it bounces over his head. This may be an inside the park home run. Eli Hicks rounds third. He comes into the plate. And Corey Paul Bond reaches third on the triple, and the Bobcats now have a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tough decision out there by the center fielder, a good effort. But he dove and realized he was not going to be able to grab it. And it bounces over his head. This one's hit down the line, but it goes foul. So Corey Paul Bond, a 2 RBI triple. And now Tucker Barrett, who had a sac fly in his first at bat, comes to the plate. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bobcats will secure the district and stay undefeated in the division if they were to get a win tonight. Ground ball to the third baseman. And a bad throw there from the third baseman. And Corey Paul Bond scores. So the Bobcats a 6-0 lead. And South Jones only with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. So Parker Hawkins comes to the plate. Bobcats have scored 5 runs here in the third to bring the score to 6-0. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there from Hawkins. Hawkins had a single in his first at-bat. The switch hitter. Breaking ball called for strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Parker Hawkins. Breaking ball misses away. Good 0-2 pitch there from Walker Johnson. Fastball. That one's fouled onto the deck. Down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. And that one gets him swinging for out number 2. Carson Speed strolls up to the plate. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first plate appearance. He steps up with 2 outs and a runner on first. Two straight balls to Speed, and the count goes to 2-0. Top of the lineup of Drew Davis stands on deck. South Jones has a pitcher in the bullpen. That one falls in for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And this one's hit up the middle. A single there from Carson Speed. And now Drew Davis comes to the plate. 2 outs. And here comes the coach. And they will make a pitching change. So we will be back after the break.
Drew Davis.
So Lane Adams, the new pitcher for South Jones, and he'll face the top of the order. Drew Davis steps in the box with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Breaking ball. Call for strike 1. Adams with kind of a 3/4 slot arm release. Another breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes. So Lane Adams comes in, gets 2 swings and misses. Davis now stands in, no balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. After Davis called time. That one misses way out. And the pitcher threw it in the other batter's box where the catcher was set up. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Doesn't get him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs on the Bobcats. Carson Speed stands at first, and then a pinch runner stands at second. Two-two pitch. That one fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs to Drew Davis. Breaking ball misses away. And a full count to Davis. The runners will be running on the pitch. 3-2 pitch, hit out in the left field. That's a single, and it's going to score 1. So the Bobcats tack on another one here with 2 outs and have runners at second and third after the Drew Davis single. Davis 3 for 3 tonight. He's got a single, a double, and then that single right there. The Bobcats have runners at second and third, 2 outs. A 7-0 lead. And Jay Schultz comes to the plate. Schultz should be able to see this guy pretty well with that three-quarter arm slot. Breaking ball misses in. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one's hit out in the left field. And it's caught for out number 3. But not before the Bobcats tack on 6 here in the bottom of the third. We head to the top of the fourth. Bobcats lead 7-0 when we come back. Ian Butler, Braxton Jensen, and Jackson Baines all due up for South Jones. And the first pitch he sees pegs him. And he heads down to first. So a leadoff runner here for South Jones, and now Braxton Jensen comes to the plate. First pitch, McCoy throws to Braxton Jensen. Misses low for ball one. Jensen, a strikeout victim, his first plate appearance. That one, a good pitch there. Two balls, no strikes. And here comes Coach Miller as he goes to talk to Cooper McCoy. So we'll be back after the break. So Jensen steps in with a 2-0 count. And Ian Butler at first. That one misses low. 3 balls, no strikes to Braxton Jensen. He says that one misses. So back-to-back base runners here with no outs. South Jones could have something cooking here in the top of the fourth. No balls, no strikes. No outs to Jackson Baines. McCoy throws that one low. Sam Patterson in the bullpen for Sumrall. The 1-0 pitch. That one called for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Jackson Baines reached on an error by the pitcher. His first at bat, but he pokes this one out in the left. It's going to score 1. Hawkins grabs it, throws it in. And that's a single and an RBI. So a 7-1 lead for the Bobcats now after the RBI single from Jackson Baines. Now Gage Butler comes to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first at bat. Bobcats just looking to get a ground ball. That one thrown in for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Gage Butler. South Jones with 2 runners on and no outs. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That one's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jensen stands at second. Baines at first. Here for Gage Butler. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. And that one scores another run for South Jones as Jay Schultz couldn't get out of the way of the runner, or out of the way of the hitter. And South Jones cuts into the 7-run lead now, 7-2 here in the top of the fourth. Inside move. Doesn't get him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, still no outs here in the top of the fourth. That one's popped up, but it goes out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. And this one's hit to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to scoop it, throw it to third, and it's not in time. That was the only play he had. And now South Jones has runners on first and third, no outs.
Steve from New Orleans. Steve from Oklahoma City.
7 runs for the Bobcats. This one's hit back to the pitcher, and it's going to bobble. But he gets the runner at first, not before South Jones tacks on another run. So a 7-3 lead for Sumrall now. South Jones has scored 3 here in the top of the fourth. So Peyton Chow's, the 9-hole hitter, comes to the plate. He's grounded out in the lone plate appearance he's had. Ground out to third base. Runner at second, leaning there. Nobody to throw it to. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cooper McCoy trying to get out of this 4th inning jam he's been in. South Jones able to get 3 runs across so far in this inning. Time and pick. Not in time. No balls, 2 strikes. Here to Peyton Chow's, then the top of the order for South Jones comes back up. Great pickoff move there from McCoy. The umpire says the runner just gets back. No balls, 2 strikes to Peyton Chow's. Breaking ball. And that one hits him. So that might be the night for Cooper McCoy. And it will be. Coach Miller heads to the mound, and Sam Patterson comes from the bullpen. We've got a special shout out for a few guys tonight. We got Malcolm from Tupelo, Steven from Oklahoma City, and Marcus from New Orleans, all tuned in tonight. Thank you all for watching Bobcat Baseball. So we'll be back after the pitching change. This is Zane Berry, and you are watching Bobcat Baseball. So we are back here in the top of the fourth. South Jones has scored 3 here in the top of this inning, and now Sam Patterson will take the reins out of Cooper McCoy. First pitch, breaking ball called for strike 1. Maddox Strickland, the hitter for South Jones. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Breaking ball called for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Only thing with Patterson, he's got a slow delivery. So you can imagine South Jones will try to take advantage of that on the base paths. Runners at first and second for South Jones. The top of the order, and Maddox Strickland. He's down with a 0-2 count. Breaking ball. This one's hit sharply into right field. Carson Speed makes the grab and throws it to first. A critical base running error there from South Jones, and Carson Speed gets the double play out in right field. Sam Patterson does his job and gets the Bobcats out of a dangerous inning, but not before South Jones creeps back into this ball game and cuts the deficit to 4. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bobcats lead 7-3 when we come back. So we are back live here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Braylon Graham, Braylon Harrison, and Eli Hicks all due up. First pitch to Graham, breaking ball misses away. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a fly out and a fielder's choice. Fastball misses way out. 2 balls, no strikes here to Graham. 84 miles an hour from Lane Adams. Two balls, no strikes. Graham, a big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. A healthy swing there from Graham. Unable to connect. The 2-1 pitch. That one misses. 3 balls, 1 strike to Braylon Graham. Lane Adams working out of the stretch here with no runners on. That one misses away, and that's a walk to Braylon Graham. Now Braylon Harrison comes to the plate with a runner on first. Braylon Graham stands at first for Braylon Harrison. First pitch from Adams. That one's up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball right down Main Street. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, and 1 runner on. The 1-1 pitch. And this one's hit sharply into right center. And that's going to be a single, and it's going to get away from the right fielder. Harrison rounds first, going to second, and Braylon Graham trots to third, and the Bobcats now have runners at second and third, no outs. Eli Hicks, the hitter here with runners at first and third, or second and third. He is 2 for 2 tonight. He's got a ground rule double and a single. Looks like Rowan Atkinson coming to pinch run for Braylon Graham. So Eli Hicks trying to keep having a good day. 2 for 2 on the day. He can tack on 2 more runs with a base hit. First pitch he sees fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. Good swing for Hicks. Just gets under it. No balls, 1 strike. And this breaking ball hits sharply to the third baseman. And he backhands it and makes the grab. So a 5-3 put out, and the Bobcats unable to score. And now Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate. He's got a golden opportunity here with the infield in. And runners at second and third, just looking for something to put in the air. Got to have a good approach here for Corey Paul Bond. Bond had the triple last inning. He watches that one for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball hit to the shortstop. Atkinson's going to try to score, and it goes in the dirt. And that's going to be another run for the Bobcats. That's twice that's happened tonight where the infielders are playing in. And they're trying to get the runner out at home, but a bad throw to the catcher allows the Bobcats to score 1. An 8-3 lead for Sumrall here in the 4th. Now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. Bond at first. Harrison stands at third. First pitch Barrett sees is popped up. Shortstop gets it over his head and unable to make the grab. So that's a single for Tucker Barrett. And the Bobcats extend their lead to 9-3. So a 6-run lead for the Bobcats. Now Parker Hawkins comes to the plate. One out. And a runner on first and second for the Bobcats. He bunts this one foul. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. No balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball called for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bond stands at second and Barrett at first. This one's popped into left field. It's hit well. Left fielder makes the grab, but Corey Paul Bond tags up from second, and he reaches third safely. So sacrifice fly there from Hawkins. And now Carson Speed comes to the plate. Drew Davis stands on deck. South Jones does have a lefty in the bullpen. Two outs. Tucker Barrett stands at first and Bond at third. First pitch to Speed. Misses up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses away. Speed stands in with a 2-0 count. Adams able to find the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. That one's called for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here to Carson Speed. The fastball driven right back to the pitcher. He's showing some emotion on the mound as he walks off. But the Bobcats tack on 2 more here in the bottom of the 4th. And they have a 9-3 lead when we come back. So we are back live here in the top of the 5th inning. Beckett Johnson, Mylan Dykes, and Ian Butler all due up for South Jones. Johnson 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to the second baseman and a walk. Fastball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Patterson got to be careful with that breaking ball. Make sure to leave it down. And there it is. He left it up. This one's hit sharply into center. But a heck of a grab out there from Braylon Harrison for out number 1. Good piece of hitting there from Beckett Johnson. But unable to find the turf. And that's out number 1. And now Mylan Dykes comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a fly out and a strikeout. Breaking ball misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. Defensively, Bobcats Tucker Barrett at third. Drew Davis at short. Swing and a miss. Eli Hicks at second. Braylon Graham at first, Jay Schultz behind the plate, and then the outfield you have Parker Hawkins in left, Braylon Harrison in center, and Carson Speed in right. This one's going to be hit to Drew Davis. Davis scoops it, throws it to first, and makes it look easy. 6-3 put out. Now Ian Butler comes to the plate with 2 outs. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out and a hit by pitch. Breaking ball called for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one's going to be hit to Davis. Davis scoops it, fields it, and throws a perfect throw to first. And that'll end things here in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for South Jones. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bobcats lead 9-3 when we come back. The top of the lineup set to lead things off for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Drew Davis, Jay Schultz, and Braylon Graham. Davis 3 for 3 tonight, 2 singles and a double. He watches that one low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis a triple and a home run away from the cycle. The 2 hardest to get. That one misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-oh pitch misses low. 3 balls, no strikes. Here to Davis. Davis will get the green light. Fastball called for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. That one misses. So a leadoff runner on for the Bobcats. Like we've said that a few times tonight. And now Jay Schultz comes to the plate. Jay Schultz 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout. And has also reached via the walk. First pitch he sees up and in for ball 1. So hitless tonight. That hadn't happened much this season for Jay Schultz. Came into the game hitting .464. That one gets away from the catcher. And Davis able to reach second. 2 balls, no strikes to Schultz. Braylon Graham on deck and Braylon Harrison right behind him. That one misses up. 3 balls, no strikes to Schultz. Three-0 pitch. That one called for strike one. Way in. The 3-1 pitch. That one's hit sharply. But it goes foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Schultz now. What would have been a ball 4. Now Schultz has a full count. And that one misses up. So the ball doesn't lie. And Jay Schultz reaches first via the walk, and now Braylon Graham comes to the plate. It looks like South Jones will make a pitching change. So we'll be back after the break. Braylon Graham steps up to the plate, and he'll face the new pitcher for South Jones, the lefty, number 20. Wade Marsh checks in as the runner for Jay Schultz over at first, and Drew Davis stands at second, here with no outs. A 9-3 lead for the Bobcats. 78-mile-an-hour fastball from the lefty falls in for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Braylon Graham. Breaking ball. Misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, gets a swing and a miss. That'll bring the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braylon Graham. Davis takes off running. And they get the double play. So a ground ball double play there from the second baseman. Looked like it was going to be close at second as the runners were going on the pitch. The shortstop tags the base just in time and throws it to first for 2 outs. So now Braylon Harrison steps up to the plate. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Bobcats have a runner at third. Allen popped up. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Misses away. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one misses low. Count goes to 3-1 to Harrison. And that's a walk to Harrison. And Eli Hicks comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Bobcats, second baseman Eli Hicks.
Hicks 2 for 3 tonight. A double, a single, and a ground out. He watches that one away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here to Hicks. The pick to first. And Davis able to score. And now Harrison goes to second. So a 10-3 lead. And heads up base run in there from the Bobcats. The lefty picks to first, but just throws it over there. And Davis reads it out of the hand and takes off. And he's able to touch home. A 10-3 lead for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss there from Hicks. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braylon Harrison stands at second. That one misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one gets away from the catcher. And Sumrall has another runner in scoring position as Braylon Harrison stands at third. Three balls, 1 strike. It's Eli Hicks, and he's going to trot down to first via the walk. Now Corey Paul Bond comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Eli Hicks stands at first. Braylon Harrison at third. That one thrown in for strike 1. Hicks goes. The throw. Pitcher catches it. Now runners at second and third. 2 outs. One pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one bounces off the backstop. Harrison thought about going. A tough kick. Bounces right back to the catcher. Count goes to 2-2. That one fouled back. So Bond staying alive with 2 strikes. Two-two pitch misses way out. And Bond now has a full count. The 3-2 pitch. And it misses low. And that's another walk. And now Tucker Barrett comes to the plate. With bases loaded, 2 outs. Two outs. Bobcats have bases loaded and a 10-3 lead for Tucker Barrett. Barrett watches one in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. Harrison at third, Hicks at second, and Corey Paul Bond at first. Pitcher for South Jones. Something's going on. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch misses low. And the lead now 11-3. And the bases stay loaded for Sumrall here in the 5th. Pitching coach for South Jones takes the stroll to the mound. And we will have a pitching change, so we'll be back after the break. So 11-3 lead for the Bobcats, and Parker Hawkins steps up to the plate. First pitch he sees, he takes it away for ball one. All the runners on base reached via the walk. And that is how we've gotten to bases loaded here with 2 outs. And that one called for strike one on Hawkins. That one misses away. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's a 5-pitch walk to Hawkins. Now Carson Speed comes to the plate. A 12-3 lead for the Bobcats on what was a highly anticipated ball game tonight. Bobcats offensively have had a night, 11 hits, 12 runs. They have been electric on the offensive side, and that one hits Carson Speed's bat. Tough break there for Speed. No balls, 1 strike. If it would have pegged him, it would have ended things. Instead, it just misses him and hits his bat. That one misses in the dirt. Catcher keeps it in front. A 1-1 count to Carson Speed here with 2 outs and bases loaded. Walker Johnson on the verge of getting his first loss of the season. That one's going to be poked foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Carson Speed. One ball, 2 strikes. He takes that one up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a tough one. Could have went either way. It goes Carson Speed's way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses in the dirt. And the runners will be stealing on the pitch. Speed stands in with a full count. That one misses way away, and that's going to end things here in Sumrall on a beautiful Friday night. The Bobcats win 13-3, and they are your district champs their first year in 5A. They go undefeated after sweeping South Jones. And the Bobcats will be the 1 seed as we head into the playoffs in 2 weeks. So thank you for tuning in tonight, and we will see you Tuesday night at Seminary.